Picture this. You've just wrapped up a solid college career. You're sitting at home after the NFL draft, phone by your side, hoping it rings. And then it does. But not just from any team rep. It's Andy Reid. Yes, that Andy Reid, Super Bowl-winning head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, calling you personally. That's exactly what happened to Jake Briningstool, the tight end out of Clemson. He didn't hear his name called during the draft, but right after he got a phone call that changed everything. Reid picked up the phone himself to tell Briningstool that the Chiefs wanted him. Now think about that for a second. When a coach like Andy Reid takes the time to personally call an undrafted free agent, it means something. It tells you that this isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about belief. It's about potential. Reid clearly saw something in Briningstool that made him worth that call. Briningstool later said how much it meant to him. Not just getting signed, but getting that kind of direct respect and interest from one of the most successful coaches in the league. Reid didn't promise him the moon, but he made it clear that the Chiefs were offering him a real shot, a real chance to prove himself and grow in one of the most dynamic offenses in the NFL. And if you're a fan of the Chiefs, this should excite you, because it's another example of how this organization doesn't just chase hype. They look for players who fit the culture, who have untapped potential, and who are hungry. Quick question for you. If you were in Jake's shoes and Andy Reid called you personally, what would you say? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious how you'd react. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown and want more behind-the-scenes stories from Chiefs Nation, hit that subscribe button and help us hit our goal of 4,000 subscribers. Like the video too. It helps us more than you know. Before Jake Briningstool ever picked up that phone and heard Andy Reid on the other end, he was already making waves at Clemson. Standing at 6'6" with smooth athleticism and reliable hands, Briningstool was a consistent presence in the Tigers' offense. But what made him truly interesting wasn't just the stat sheet, it was how he played the position. At Clemson, Briningstool played in a tight end role that demanded versatility. He wasn't just blocking on the line or running short yardage routes. He lined up in the slot. He stretched the seam. He ran clean, confident routes and brought down catches in traffic. And while he never put up monster numbers, his best season came in 2023 with 38 catches, 389 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The tape shows a player with natural feel for the game and plenty of room to grow. One of the biggest questions fans have asked is, why didn't he get drafted? It's fair. Based on talent alone, many scouts had Briningstool projected as a day 3 pick. But the NFL draft is unpredictable, with a deep tight end class, and with teams focusing on other positional needs, a guy like Jake can easily slip through the cracks. But that doesn't mean he lacks value. In fact, it may say more about the opportunity in front of him. As an undrafted free agent, Briningstool gets to pick his fit, and choosing Kansas City might have been his smartest move yet. The Chiefs don't just use their tight ends, they feature them. From Travis Kelce to emerging players like Noah Gray, this system puts a premium on TEs who can do a bit of everything. That's exactly where Jake fits in. He wasn't the flashiest name coming out of Clemson, but he was consistent, coachable, and driven. That's the kind of foundation that builds a strong NFL career, especially when you land with a coaching staff like Kansas City's. Did you follow Briningstool's college career at Clemson? What stood out to you? The route running, the size, the upside? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk prospects. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss updates like this. Help us reach our goal of 4,000 subscribers, and hit that like button if you believe in giving undrafted guys a real shot. Now let's talk about the fun part, how Jake Briningstool actually fits into the Kansas City Chiefs offense. If you've been watching this team for the past few years, you know that Andy Reid's system is a dream for tight ends. It's creative, it's fast, and it rewards versatility. And that's exactly what Briningstool brings to the table. He's not a one-dimensional blocker. He's not just a red zone target. He's a chess piece, someone who can move around the formation and create mismatches. Think about it. The Chiefs love using multiple tight end sets, especially when they want to confuse defenses. Travis Kelce isn't just a tight end. He's a slot receiver, a third-down monster, and Mahomes' go-to guy. But Kelce isn't going to play forever, and the team knows that developing the next generation of tight ends is a priority. Briningstool has a shot to be part of that plan. With his size and catching ability, he could be a nightmare for linebackers in coverage. And if he can polish his blocking just a bit more, he becomes a complete player, the kind Andy Reid loves to develop. And don't forget this, the Chiefs aren't afraid to use tight ends creatively. Remember the shovel passes, the goal line tricks, the weird formations that somehow always work? That's the environment Briningstool is walking into. It's not just about depth, it's about opportunity. One advantage Briningstool has over many other UDFAs is that he's joining a team that actively schemes tight ends into the offense. He's not being asked to just wait his turn. If he impresses in camp, he will get reps. And with Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball, that's the best-case scenario for a young, athletic tight end trying to prove he belongs. Do you think Jake Briningstool could carve out a real role in this Chiefs offense? Or do you see him more as a developmental piece for the future? Let me know in the comments. Your predictions are always spot on. And hey, if you love breaking down offensive fits like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help us reach our 4,000 subscriber goal and smash that like button if you think Briningstool is more than just a camp body. One of the most exciting aspects of Jake Briningstool's journey with the Chiefs is the opportunity to learn from one of the best tight ends in NFL history, Travis Kelce. Kelce isn't just an elite talent. He's a walking encyclopedia of NFL tight end knowledge. From his route running to his blocking techniques, Kelce has set the standard for what a top-tier tight end looks like in today's game. And now, Briningstool has the chance to soak all of that in. At this stage in his career, Briningstool doesn't need to be the next Kelce, but he can certainly learn from him. Whether it's mastering the nuances of Kelce's route running or picking up the little tricks that make him such a tough matchup for defenders, the mentorship available in that tight end room is invaluable. Kelce's ability to manipulate defenders and find soft spots in the defense is a skill that takes years to perfect. But there's no better person to learn it from than the guy who's been doing it at the highest level. And it's not just about football IQ. Kelce is known for his leadership, for his ability to elevate those around him. That's something Briningstool can model as he develops his own leadership style, both on and off the field. The Chiefs have made it clear that they're not just adding bodies to the roster. They're looking for players who fit the culture, players who are hungry to learn and grow. Briningstool is in the perfect environment to do just that. With Kelce setting the example, Briningstool has everything he needs to succeed. Quick fan poll. What do you think is the most valuable lesson Briningstool can learn from Travis Kelce? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think will be most important for his development. And remember, if you're liking what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to show your support. Help us reach our 4,000 subscriber goal. We really appreciate it. So what's next for Jake Briningstool? The road ahead is full of potential, but it won't be without challenges. As an undrafted free agent, he's not guaranteed a spot on the final 53-man roster, but that's also part of the appeal. Briningstool has a chance to prove himself every single day, and there's a clear path for him to carve out a role. The Chiefs are one of the most competitive teams in the NFL, and making the roster means competing with some of the best. But with the uncertainty around tight end depth after Travis Kelce, Briningstool has an opportunity to earn a spot. If he can demonstrate that he's not only a reliable target but also a solid blocker, he could very well secure a spot in the tight end rotation. There's also the added pressure of having to prove himself as more than just a developmental player. Fans are already looking ahead, asking whether Briningstool can make an impact right away. While that's a tough ask, it's not impossible. The Chiefs have a knack for developing talent, and if Briningstool can soak up everything from the coaching staff and veterans, he might surprise us all. With a QB like Patrick Mahomes, even rookies can shine in unexpected ways. Whether it's in training camp, preseason games, or the regular season, Briningstool's chance to make a name for himself will come. The key will be staying consistent, working hard, and proving he belongs. This season, it's about learning, adapting, and taking advantage of every opportunity. If Jake Briningstool can do that, the sky's the limit. Who knows? We might be talking about him as the next great tight end in the Chiefs' offense sooner than we think. What are your predictions for Briningstool's rookie season? Do you think he'll make the roster? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see what you all think. And of course, if you want to keep up with all things Chiefs, make sure to hit that subscribe button and help us hit 4,000 subscribers. Your support means a lot.